guy with your new young guns in Kawhi Leonard or LaMarcus Aldridge.
Just give it to Kawhi.
Exactly. And then, so yeah, you gotta give credit to Billy Donovan for getting these guys, this Spurs team, this well-oiled machine out of their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
Credit gotta be credit. I know he's been hitting a lot of criticism, but I mean, I guess you gotta sign for that when you got two superstars on the
Exactly.
team. But for nonetheless, he's done an incredible job.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the farther they go, it does play in their favor where Kevin Durant do stay. I honestly like to see Kevin Durant stay. I don't like to see him go. I like to see him stay. I like seeing players that stick it out with their one team, such as your boy Wade. I like to see players that just stick it out with their team. So I'm hoping.
You're not used to that.
Yeah, you're not used to that. So
you're definitely not.
I'm not used to that as a Magic fan. I'm not used to it. But it would be cool. It'd be a cool story. Like, you know what? Billy got me over the hump here a little bit. I'm gonna be loyal to him.
Yeah.
So, who's your X factor in this series?
There really ain't an X factor. The X factor is which coach can get their team to dictate what style of ball they're going to play. Mm-hmm. That's really the X factor, is what style of ball is going to get played. Is it going to be the running up and down style of ball, or is it going to be slower down pace? And that's the huge X factor, is which style is this game going to be played at.
And to expand on your point, Darren, the reason why my X factor is going to be Draymond Green, because either they're going to put him at the center to try to spread this out a little bit, or he's going to use some physicality against these guys, which is tough against Steven Adams because he's a brute as they come. So
jab him with that mustache.
Exactly. So Draymond Green.
You want some of this?
Is Draymond Green is my X factor for that reason. He is he's just such a threat out there on the either in the post or on the wing. So he does have enough room, and he does got a little bit of swagger to him to if he want to step up towards Steven Adams, who is a beast as far as in the paint with the weird looking scary mustache. It's IA. So
he looks like the bad guy from Meet the Robinsons.
Yeah.
If you've never seen the cartoon, the guy he wears a bowler hat, and the guy got that mustache.
Yeah. More so, he's got to be S factor too. I think Bogut is not playing the first game. I heard Andrew Bogut's not playing the first game.
Dude. So
I think they got Ezeli starting. That's what I heard. And then Bogut's going to try to play game 2. So even more so, he's got to be a S factor against them. So regardless of the fact, you got, Kevin said earlier in this segment, you got 2 of the best shooters on the world on the same team. So it kind of bodes well in your favor to spread out the floor.
You got 2 of the best shooters in the world on the same team. Arguably another one on the other team.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
All right. That's the first East competition.
There's the guy I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Who is your prediction, and who is representing the West in the NBA Finals?
I think it's going to be Golden State, and I think it's going to be a 6 game. I think this will go 6.
I'm going to agree with your partner. I'm going to go Golden State in 6 games. I do got enough respect for Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They can get 2 games. But that's about it.
Because I was really thinking 5. But I think just by sheer shooting alone, they'll get 2.
Yeah. But hopefully, we'll see if this is a blueprint for teams to kind of, they want to go with this big. Maybe Billy might lay down a blueprint for it. So I'm interested. I'm actually, like you said, Kevin said.
Yeah, but I just don't think the big lineup is going to work against Golden State. I can't see it working.
But I tell you what, I think it will work for everybody that's trying to use this small ball, against other teams.
Yeah, you want to do something different that nobody has seen. Right. Nobody's seen you put bigs up against Golden State.
Yeah.
Nobody has bigs to go up against Golden State. Mm-hmm. The Spurs' closest thing to be able to put bigs up against Golden State. And they did it during the regular season, but the farther along you go, the older they got, they were slowing down.
Yeah.
They were the closest one you can get, but this is a different type of bigs against Golden State.
Yeah,
Your shooting guard is 6'10".
It just makes you wonder. Yeah, true.
You can have a guy but 6'10" playing shooting guard, for God's sake.
I know we keep going back to the Spurs, but it just made you wonder if this series was over in like 5. If the Spurs were 1-5, how fair they would have been because they got that rest. But as long as that series got, they just
they tired. They puckered out.
Yeah, they just ran out of gas.
They went home.
Yeah, so they ran out of gas. So nonetheless, me, both Kevin choose the Cavs and the Warriors to do a rematch. So we'll see if we gets there. So
I'm getting tired of that shit. Some damn rematches. And think about it. Last however many years have been rematches.
I do like parody, but yeah, it is getting.
There is going to be no parody. We're never going to see Philadelphia and somebody else in the.
Philadelphia and Sacramento? Come on, man.
Well, but as long as teams know how to throw the money around and how to make it work, there will never be parity again in the NBA.
Well, remember Nike predicted that they're not the Bobcats anymore, but the Hornets, they were supposed to go to the NBA Finals in 2020. You remember that commercial?
Yeah, no.
They had some like phenom that was like coming off from China. And
it was a Jordan commercial.
Yeah, it was a Jordan commercial, and he came in and he played for the Bobcats.
No. It was a Gatorade commercial.
That's what it was.
It was a Gatorade.
Yeah, and it was like, and it had like the Bobcats in the finals, and
yep, and the guy holding the trophy at the end of it wearing a Bobcats jersey. We said, well, that'll never happen. Number one, because they're not the Bobcats anymore.
Yeah.
Number two, unless Mike's going to come out with some money and start paying dudes to come play in Charlotte, it's never going to happen.
So what do you think about, I know I'll let you know if you guys get to watching your TV here. StubHub paying $15 million for the 76ers to put a patch on their jersey.
A fucking A!
$15 million.
They can't get that back in Sixers ticket sales off of StubHub.
Oh my god. Ironically,
fucking $10 tickets.
I'm telling you, man. $10 tickets. Oh yeah, I know we ain't podcasting in a while. You want to talk about your Jazz draft? I know you want to brag about that a little bit.
It was very, very, very good.
And Kevin's been very, very happy. He's been very pleased.
It will save that.
And it seems like the football world agrees with what the Jazz have done. So kudos to them for having an excellent draft.
If you can get... I'll tell the story.
Go ahead.
We got to the... Now I got to sit back down. Shit.
Well, I want you to talk about your draft, man.
Let's see. We get to the draft party. Get there early. Luckily, me and Cortez got treated well.
Yeah.
To say again about the Jaguars.
Kevin just know people,
man. It's a remarkable franchise. It's a fun franchise to be a fan of when you get certain things that I always seem to be able to get from the franchise. But we go and we get to sit. Yes, we sat by the pools again. We got free food and alcohol.
Kevin hooked it up, man.
Again. And I think we gave some to Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys because thankfully the way they drafted, we was able to get
your boy
who we wanted. Not my boy, but we able to got who we wanted. My boy we got in the second. But we got a very good player in Jalen Ramsey in the first round. The second round, me and you go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Sitting at Buffalo Wild Wings, we're like, Jack keeps falling. Jack keeps falling. Comes to Dallas, and I'm like, shit. Dallas is going to pick fucking Jack. Dallas comes up and picks Jalen Smith from Notre Dame. I'm like, damn, Dallas. I'm like, I like y'all. I'm like, good job. Way to go again. And then the trade comes in. Jacksonville moves up right behind Dallas, and I'm sitting there grabbing you by the arm, going, here we go, gang! If you could get two players that are arguably on people's draft boards as two of the top 5 players in this draft, and you got one at number 5 and one at number whatever he was, 36 I think it was. I'm very, very, very happy. And I didn't care what did I say? I don't care what they do after this.
Yeah.
They won it already. They won as soon as they got one. As soon as they got those two, they won it already. And then for what you come out and hearing that, watching them run around and the dude's like, holy shit, is what the coach said. The words from the coach is just watching them two. I was like, holy shit. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good with it.
On top of that, you get your boy Dante back, right?
And then Dante Fowler comes back. You got Malik Jackson coming in. You got Prince of Makamura in. You got Tayshaun Gibson. The big pickup. This is the guy I think is going to be the biggest pickup we got. It's Tayshaun Gibson. So now he has that free safety. We actually have that safety that can be the ball hawk. They can roll around and do that Earl Thomas type stuff. And I like Tayshaun Gibson. My favorite pickup we got was, or one of my favorites, Chris Ivory. I like getting Chris Ivory to help in the running game and everything like that. I always liked Chris Ivory too. I thought he was always a good running back.
Yeah.
I like Chris Ivory. So we got some. We upped it a little bit.
They're very excited.
Just to say we upped it a little bit is an understatement.
Yeah,
then we had the golf tournament come into town, which is an amazing time, which you actually got to go to.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, it's been some...
That's probably the most golf you have ever watched at one time.
I have, yes. I don't get it wrong. I watched some with my dad from there and there, but it was the most golf I have watched. So,
but it's not as boring when you're there.
No, it's not.
As it is when it's on TV.
No, it's just really. I just call it a good day as far as weather.
It was fun. You got the good day.
Yeah,
I went out there and sweated my freaking balls off.
Yeah, so that's why I said I look at. I like, ooh, it's.
See, I go out day one and it's 92 degrees.
I was out there. It was about.
You went out 82.
82 degrees.
Yeah, I almost got hit by a golf ball in the trees. They call these guys pros, and the guy hit the ball like I do, right into the tree.
You're gonna get paid $1 million to do that. You can do that.
Right dead over my head. Oh, you want to pay me millions? I'll go and hit every goddamn tree they got out there. Shit.
All right.
But people say this city is boring or not into stuff and everything. Come up here when there's something going on, and you'll see that it's a pretty cool city up here. Don't knock it.
Don't knock it till you try, right?
Exactly. All you assholes. Y'all go love on Disney and Universal. If you don't have him, let's see where you would have been. We got a football team, though, bitches.
All right, that's your...
Somebody called Orlando a basketball town. Said they don't even go to the fucking game. Said half the time people from Orlando don't go to the game. Most of the people that go to the game in Orlando is tourists that are there and want to go see a basketball game. Am I lying or am I telling the truth?
Partly.
About 42% of the crowd is tourists.
Partly, yeah.
It's tourists and or people there to see the other team playing.
Some of the big games, yeah.
Big games.
Yeah, but you're playing something like the Hawks. You'll definitely see like 80% of the capacity.
Exactly.
Things like that. So.
And 42% of the 80% capacity are people that are there visiting, that are tourists, and they can't. Hardly any of them can speak in English.
It ain't that bad.
Have you ever seen them play a game where a Brazilian is one of the main players on the other team?
I have watched them.
Yeah,
I have watched them when Manu played.
You go!
Row what?
Of Spain people.
207 was packed with Argentinas.
Exactly.
Argentinians, so...
There was Argentinians over there. There were French people on the other side rooting for flipping Tony Parker. And then the Virgin Islands had their own section over in the other end for Tim Duncan.
No, it's a good environment down there, speaking from my perspective.
It's a nice arena. Don't get me wrong.
Nice environment.
That place is beautiful.
They're like top 12 in attendance, so they're doing all right for the team that's still losing. So
yeah, because everybody just when they come in and visit, they just want to go to the game.
Yeah,
and we can find tickets for cheap. Yeah, we $10 hunters when we go to.
I don't mind getting a nice ticket, but you don't care for the team, so that's why.
Well, I don't mind getting a nice ticket. Yeah, I always like sitting in better seats.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm going and seeing the Philadelphia 76ers against the Orlando Magic, I am not paying $300.